The man who brought everyone home. The ship was stuck. Not slowed down, not turned around, stuck. Frozen in place by a wall of ice so thick it made concrete look like whipped cream. The sails hung like rags. The hull groaned like a dying beast. And the 27 men aboard? They knew exactly what that sound meant. They were no longer sailors. They were survivors, marooned on a continent that literally wants you dead. Temperatures could hit 40 below. No GPS, no satellite phone, just snow, wind, and fucking misery. Luckily, they had a captain who refused to give up, because the real mission had just changed. It wasn't about reaching a destination anymore. It was about getting every man home alive. Now, before he was staring down death on a frozen sea, this guy was chasing fame. He was an explorer, a romantic, a bit of a madman. He'd already tried reaching the South Pole once and failed. Then he was beat to it by a Norwegian named Amundsen, who looked like he was carved out of ice, so he pivoted. If he couldn't be the first to the South Pole, he'd be the first across the entire Antarctica continent. On foot. This was the early 1900s, mind you. People still thought cigarettes were medicine. Polar survival gear was basically wool, leather, and dumb courage. But our guy? He wasn't worried, because he had something better than technology. He had dumb courage. Lots and lots of dumb courage. He had zero fucks to give from day one. So in 1914, he put out an ad in a London paper. Allegedly something like this. Men wanted for hazardous journey. Low wages, bitter cold, long hours of complete darkness, safe return doubtful, honor and recognition in event of success. This crazy son of a bitch had thousands of poor bastards submit their applications. Ultimately, he picked 27 savage souls. And they sailed south on a ship called the Endurance. His name was Ernest Shackleton, but to the men who followed him into hell, he was just the boss. And this guy? He wasn't just crazy. He was tough, and he was freakishly loyal. When the Endurance got trapped in packed ice off Antarctica, most leaders would have panicked. Most men would have cracked. But Shackleton, this badass motherfucker said, "We live or die, together." When the ship finally crumpled like a beer can and sank, he didn't give some rah-rah speech about destiny. He told the crew straight up, "The ship is going down, now let's pack up and go home." And that's when shit got real. That's when the real journey began. For 18 months, these men dragged lifeboats across ice, camped on shifting floes, ate seal blubber, dodged frostbite, and watched their hope shrink like their waistlines. And our boy Shackleton, that alpha dog never once cracked, never once let a man feel forgotten. He rotated boots so no man's feet froze. He kept spirits up with dirty jokes and strong tea. Eventually, they reached a rock called Elephant Island, but it wasn't on any shipping route. No one was coming. So Shackleton took 5 men, got in a 22-foot lifeboat, and rowed 800 miles through hurricane-force winds and 60-foot waves to a whaling station on South Georgia Island. Let me say that again. 800 goddamn miles. In a motherfucking rowboat. In the Antarctic. In the year 1916. Talk about death-defying. That's not navigation. That's dark magic. When they finally reached land, they happened to land on the wrong side of the damn island. So Shackleton hiked across glaciers and mountains with no map, wearing nails pounded through his boots for traction. He reached the whaling station, organized a rescue crew, and then this dude went back. After 4 failed rescue attempts due to ice and war, he finally returned to Elephant Island, and get this shit. He brought every single man home alive. Not one death, not one man left behind. That's a goddamn captain. Now let me break it down for you listening to this right now. Shackleton never reached his goal. He never crossed Antarctica. He failed at the mission. But he succeeded where it mattered most, he brought the boys home. Because real leadership isn't about glory. It's about responsibility. It's about staying calm when everyone else is having a nervous breakdown. It's about choosing your crew over your ego. It's about showing up when it's cold, dark, and hopeless, and saying, no matter what, we're going to get through this shit together. So this Monday morning, let me hit you with this advice. Be that man. When your life gets frozen in place, or when your plans sink like the Endurance, when your people look to you with tired eyes and frostbitten hearts, seize the opportunity to lead, not with noise, not with bravado, but with quiet grit, discipline, and action. Because in the end, people won't remember your title. They won't remember how far you got. They'll remember whether or not you showed up for them when they needed you most. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you, it's not about being first. It's not about being famous. It's about bringing your crew home no matter what it costs you. Now get up, get moving, and don't let anything stop you from taking care of the people you are responsible for. And that's your Monday morning motivation. Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, review, and share this podcast.